Hello programmers, welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Projects. So in this video I will show you DDoS attack detection using machine learning.
So what you can do, you can simply search on Google this uh, just search NSL-KDD dataset, okay, and you will here you will get the complete information of the dataset, okay. So if you go to your project folder, okay, so in the project folder there is a one folder called notebook, right? So if you open this notebook folder, you will get some files, okay. This is the training algorithm and main file, okay. And in the dataset folder there is a all the datasets are available, okay. So if you open this file now, so here is the code. Here is the all machine learning code, all algorithm training, analysis, or making prediction. All the codes are available here. Okay. So basically, see here what we are doing. Here we are simply first importing some libraries. Okay, whatever libraries we are going to use, we are importing the libraries. Okay, like NumPy, Pandas, PKL. Okay, NumPy used for matrix calculation, Pandas used for analysis and reading the data. PKL and operating system is used to save the model or load the model. Okay, and sklearn library is basically a full package of machine learning algorithms or machine learning util where all the machine learning codes are available in the form of classes and object, all the labels, encoders, all the available codes in this sklearn library. Okay, and matplotlib and seaborn, these two libraries are used for generating the graph, okay, or making the graphs, okay. And after that, here I have mentioned some more note, okay. Here you can read this note and get to know about that data set, okay. And here we are defining some features, okay. So basically in the our data set now, there are this number of features are available related to packet, okay. This is the all you can consider key attributes, like consider key for myself, okay. So I have some attributes, right? Key I have a black hair, right? I have key 53 weight, right? Key I have of 5 foot height, right? So these are the my some attributes or features, right? So same way these all are the packets features, okay, which is key basically which differentiate the packet, okay. So you can read this tutorial, okay. Here is the define all the packet parameters or complete block diagram of a packet, okay. So this is the block diagram, and this all are the descriptive manner of that packet or of that block diagram, okay. And there are some protocols and services are there, okay. And there are this number of this number of attacks are available inside the dataset, okay. But we don't need this number of attacks, okay. So what I have do, why I have key grouped that attacks into the 5 sub attacks, okay. So basically, see, these all are types of probe attack, okay. So what I have done, I have replaced all these types of attacks with this probe attack, okay. And these are key all types of back DOS attacks, okay. So I have replaced with that DOS attack, okay. And U2R and R2L attacks, okay. And here what I'm doing, I'm reading the data set, okay, and I'm simply printing the data set, okay. So yeah, here you can see, right, all the data is available in the number format, and few of the columns are available in the text format, right. And here I am removing one difficulty column, okay, because it is not useful for our prediction, okay. And here we are simply checking the basic information of dataset, okay. So we have total this number of packets entries available inside dataset, okay. So this number of packets data are available in our dataset, okay. So which is the huge number, right. And hopefully there is no null value, okay. And here I am describing the data set, okay. This is also the same, okay, which will give you the basic information of the data set, like duration, okay, how number of counts of duration, what is the mean value, what is the standard value, and all, okay. And here what I'm doing, I'm simply checking key how number of attacks, what are the number of packets available for particular attack, okay. So there are this number of normal entries, normal packets, this number of Neptune, and this number of Satan, okay, right. So this way, okay. And this is the graph way, okay. Key this is the same, okay. Key basically in this graph, it is basically showing the count, okay. Like there is a one count column, okay. which having zero value of this number of entries, 19,000 entries with the zero value. Okay, same way there are key 200 values entry with this number of value. Okay, basically this is not the important one. Okay, you can skip this one. Okay, so now let's come to the analysis part. Okay, so basically see, analysis is the way, or is the, you can say, a process which help to identify or modify data set to uh, to utilize for further process to make the algorithm prediction or all. Okay, so basically analysis process will give the basic overall architecture or overall idea about the data set. Okay, so there are different types of analysis are there, like univariant, bivariant, and multivariant. Okay, so in univariant basically we analyze only single column, or in bivariant we combine two columns and analyze. Okay, and for multivariant we use more than two columns, so three or more. Okay, and here I have what I'm doing. I simply defining one bar graph method. Okay, which basically help to generate the bar graph of any column. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I am simply checking from dataset key how many see here simply it will give the number of records available for number this attacks. Okay, and here I am simply this is the normal text representation, and this is the graphical representation. Okay, so there are normal attacks key, there are this number of normal attacks entry, that's it, this is the graph representation. Okay, but in here why what I'm doing, I'm the grouping that attacks. Okay, into five sub attacks, right? Because intrusion detection system uh, having only five main attacks. Okay, so we are grouping all the attacks into five main attacks. Okay, in this way you can get the, with this you can use this this all are the types of DOS attacks. So what I have done, I have replaced all these attacks with the DOS attack, that's it. Okay, so this is for label. Okay, so there are this number of normal after the grouping, so there are this number of total and normal entries, this number of DOS entries, this number of probe entries, and for that. Okay. Okay. Second, I'm checking the protocol. So this is about key. See, with the analysis, we got to know ki there are key lots. There are key multiple labels are there, right? Multiple attacks there, right? And we have grouped into this five sub attacks, right? So this is the power of analysis. Okay, so with this graphical representation, we got to know ki how many percentage of our data is noisy or not, right? So with the analysis of this label column, right, we get to know ki we should have to group that into the five subcategory, right? Same way we have done for protocol. Okay, we are plotting the protocol column. Okay, so as key it is not required for further analysis. Okay, it is the simple one. Okay, and service. Okay, and this way key I am plotting the graph. Okay, that's it. And bivariant, there is one bivariant method. Okay, so in the bivariant method what I'm doing, I'm simply checking key how much. See, I'll tell you with example. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm simply checking key how many number of entries are there which having attacks class DOS and having protocol TCP. Okay, so this way I am analyzing. Okay, so this the number of packets which having TCP protocol with the DOS attack is 50,000. Okay, something. Same way for this, same way for this. Okay, same way I have done for some other columns, like this is for protocol and class column, and this is for service and class column. Okay, so this is called bivariant analysis, and in multivariant we combine more than two columns. Okay, so this is the for loop which will help to uh, combine or do or give the classification report. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm checking ki how many number of entries which having TCP protocol with the HTTP normal level. Okay, so so this number of entries are there. Okay, so yeah, so this is about key all about analysis part. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm simply checking the range. Okay, what exactly a range of attributes are there. Okay, so if you go to this dashboard, right? So here initially I told you to enter data in some range, right? Okay, so there is one column like ki logged in, ki whether user has logged in or not. 0 means login, 0 means not logged in, 1 means logged in. Okay, so this range I have got to know from this data. Okay, so if you come to this login feature now, so you see here in the data set they have mentioned 0 and 1, right? So we have done the same. We are also asking user to enter the value in between this range only, right? So the ranges are in this way. Okay, here it is mentioned. Okay, and okay, this is all range. Okay, and this is the correlation matrix. Okay, basically correlation matrix help you to understand the relation between two columns. Okay, consider there is one column duration column and there is one column service column. Okay, so basically this correlation matrix will give you the correlation between these columns. Key this service column how much correlated with this duration column. Okay, so if you come here, okay, so this is the duration column. Okay, and where is the service. Maybe this is the encoded. Okay, consider this one. Okay, this is the one column and this is the one column. Okay, so these two columns are 0.616 correlated. Okay, which is key less correlated, which is ki matlab it won't affect your output. These two columns will not affect your this. That means ki there is a 0.61 possibility ki it will affect your output. Okay, so this is the graphical representation and this is the number representation. Okay, and after the correlation I got to know ki this number of columns or this number of features which is the highly correlated, and it will we should not use these columns. Okay, because it will affect your output. Okay, that's why what we have done, we have dropped these columns. Okay, same here. Okay, I have dropped some 10 or 15 columns because you can't take 43 inputs from user, right? It will take almost 5 minutes to enter that number of features, right? So that's why I have removed some columns. Initially there was 43 features. Okay, but after removing na, so there are key 4 6 8 12 16 30 there is only key 24 or something columns we have used it. Okay, and rest we have removed. Okay, so and after that what we are doing, we are encoding the data. Okay, what basically exactly a encoding is now. Okay, so basically see in our data there is some text also, right? Text are also there and all are remaining are numbers, right? So what basically encoding is used now to encode this data. Okay, so whatever text data we having now, we have to encode this data into numbers. Okay, so this is what this encoder do. Okay, so in the machine learning, there is a method called label encoding, okay, which help to encode the text in ascending order. Okay, okay. So after encoding, so our system has assigned ICMP value 0, TCP value 1, okay, and UDP has assigned the value 2. Okay, and this pattern, our system has replaced the values. Okay, same way for these services. Okay, services also we have replaced. Okay, and after that here we what I am doing, I am dividing data into training and testing part.
Thank you friends for watching my video. If you are new, then subscribe channel and share with your friend. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Do subscribe. Thank you.